I'm ready to go whenever you are. Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of High School Sports here on your High School Sports Leader, Oregon Sports Beat. Tonight, from the gym at Central Catholic High School, we got a great 6A boys basketball game for you, featuring the Central Catholic Rams. The Rams' opponent tonight, from the Metro Conference, the Jesuit Crusaders. This is the big one each year, and it's early on this year. Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Hall. I'll be doing the play-by-play. Working with me tonight, my broadcast partner, Michael Abraham. Both of these teams come in here tonight 1-0. The Rams with a win over South Medford. The Crusaders with a win over Nelson. Currently in the OSAA rankings, the Rams are 22. The Crusaders are 23. Big house tonight, Mike.
Looks like it's a full house. Jesuit Central always brings out a tremendous crowd. Great atmosphere for high school basketball.
Right, a big crowd tonight. We had a chance to talk to both coaches beforehand. They're looking forward to this game. As I said, both of them have played a game. Rams with a win over South Medford at South Medford. That was a big win. And the Crusaders with a win over Nelson.
Very seldom that you're going to see Central Catholic and Jesuit both ranked in the lower half of the top 25 in the state.
I don't think they've played enough games. There are other teams in the top 20 who have played 3 games. And
right.
The current rankings, the top 5 in the state: Southridge, Roseburg, Lincoln, Sandy, and Beaverton.
When you look through the rankings that just were published, Central Catholic is the 5th rated Mount Hood Conference team in the top 25, which is probably the first time they've been ranked that low in the history of the program. But I think it's early.
Yeah, it is early. I've never heard of that. I still expect them to win the Mount Hood Conference. You know, they have players back. Isaac Carr was second team All-League, the Mount Hood Conference. Gray Thompson and Tony Angelo were honorable mention. We're going to have our national anthem. All right, a packed gym.
What a crowd.
All right, it's a packed gym here at Central Catholic High School. Are we back? All right, let's keep talking. Let's keep going. It's a packed gym here at Central Catholic. Mike and I had a chance to talk to both head coaches beforehand. Head coach David Blue of the Central Catholic Rams, and in his 31st year of coaching at Jesuit, Gene Potter.
That's an impressive string of years to put together, especially with the success that he's had. He jokingly told us he didn't have any other skill set, so he was stuck at Jesuit as long as they'd have him. And Coach Blue's background is a Jesuit as well.
Let's get you the starting lineup for both teams. We'll start with, actually, Jesuit's not going to introduce. We're going to introduce the Rams starters. Here they are. Number 2, Deuce Paschal. Number 3 is Marley Zeller. Number 10, Tony Angelo. The 6'7" senior, number 20, Ray Thompson. And the 6'3" sophomore, number 35, Isaac Carr. The starters for Jesuit are actually number 1, Isaiah Crane, number 11, Tyler Kirby, number 13, Peyton Roth, number 15, Cade Collins, and number 25, Nico Rafalovich.
It's actually amazing that there's only one cross-sport athlete on the court tonight. Peyton Roth is the only kid that played football for either team.
Rams control the tip. Isaac Carr, Tony Angelo.
Jesuit in their standard man-to-man defense. They play as good a man-to-man defense as any team in the state historically.
Angelo with the ball, out on top. Deuce Paschal.
It's really important for Central Catholic to get started with easy dribble penetration.
Jesuit, a block shot.
Tremendous athletic play.
Gray Thompson blocks the shot, drives inside, puts it up. First bucket goes to the Rams. Gray Thompson.
Classic fast break. Got the ball ahead, perfect bounce pass, attacked the basket with strength and power. Tony Angelo plays great man-to-man defense according to Coach Blue. There's
down the lane, up and in. On the bucket for Jesuit. That's number 25, Nico Rafalovich. 2-2 our score. Paschal out on top to Thompson.
Crowd waiting to explode. It's a full house. Literally standing room only.
Strong down the lane. Foul on Jesuit. Foul, I believe, before the shot.
That's a tough call right there. That's the now famous Euro step. Looked like he didn't regather. It's a continuation play.
Foul was on Peyton Roth. Rams inbound the ball. The jumper by Carr. Iron. Jesuit with the rebound. 2-2 our score.
Central Catholic also in man-to-man defense. Coach Blue said they'd mix it up, changing coverages.
Down the lane, the layup up and in. Rafalovich with his second bucket.
Certainly want to avoid that straight line penetration if you're the Rams.
Carr, the shot. No, iron again. I'm sorry, that was Thompson. Thompson on the shot.
He's a smooth shooter, the biggest kid on the floor, probably with the best three-point stroke out here.
There's a whistle and a foul.
It's really important that Central gets the help coming from the wings in instead of up.
All right.
That's good weak side help.
Bucket for Jesuit. Now I'm okay.
Thank you.
Sorry, we've been experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties. We've got it though now. Jesuit inbounds the ball out on top. You hear me okay, Mike?
Yes, I do, Dave.
All right, we're set. There's a shot from the outside. back iron, rebound Jesuit on the floor, picked up by Tony Angelo.
Yeah, those loose balls are going to be critically important tonight for the team that wants to come out on top.
Right, every possession's going to count tonight. Miles Berry, Deuce Paschal. Watched him as a freshman last year. He was really good. Thompson, another miss, but inside, a rebound. Turn around, put up and in. No, back iron. Miles Berry, sorry. Crusaders down the baseline, reverse layup, up and in. Nice bucket that time. Number 13, and that's Peyton Roth. 6-4, 6-2, Crusaders lead.
Jesuits' 3 buckets all came on dribble penetration.
Down the lane, puts it up, Carr, and in. Isaac Carr down the lane.
Isaac Carr is a very impressive young player. Great length, great explosion.
Trap, send it out on top. Crusaders inside, tipped away, up in the air. Crusaders steal.
Great hands.
Deuce Paschal down the lane, puts it up. Too hard, tip.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, beautiful tip that time by Carr.
Just as we talked about, great explosion, great length, and good savvy to follow that play up and not give up on it.
Halfway through the first quarter, 6-6. And lost the ball out of bounds. Tyler Kirby had his hand on it, but it went off and went out of bounds, and Rams will inbound the ball.
Dave, these are two really evenly matched teams in the early going. Central's attacking more with the cut, and Jesuit more off the dribble drive.
Exactly. Angelo, that ball tipped loose.
Great hustle.
Taken away down the lane, and Delk traveled.
That's one of those live ball turnovers we talked about. We want to avoid those at all costs if you're a Ram. Tough to defend when you give up a live ball turnover and the other team can attack without having to take the ball out of bounds.
Miles Berry checked into the game, replacing Marley Zeller. Carr with the ball on top. Moves inside, dishes off in the corner. Paschal inside, turnaround shot, rolls across the rim. Ball goes out of bounds and to Jesuit.
The Rams student section still completely on their feet. They're waiting to explode.
Jesuit pull-up jumper from the free throw line, bounces around, rebound Thompson. And that ball goes off of the foot of Carr, picked up though by Berry. Back to Carr, double team Carr.
Yeah, Central has to be wary. Jesuit is going to do what they call blitz on any ball screen.
That's a three-pointer for Paschal. Deuce Paschal with the three-pointer. And kicked it back out to him and he buried it. 9-6, Rams lead.
The downside of trapping the ball screen is you're going to leave a shooter open on the weak side, and that's what happened on that play. Jesuit continuing to penetrate.
Three from the outside board, Crusaders.
Great back and forth action. There's another ball screen trap.
That Crusader three-pointer was Cade Collins. That ball bouncing around, drops in. Gray Thompson hits a three-pointer. He's got 5 in the game. 12-9 Rams. Rams 2 straight possession with the three-pointer.
Yeah, Central's got to be very alert on the weak side here.
Ball goes across the rim, rebound Angelo, quickly down court, down the middle.
Oh, that's
dishes
a good
off
find.
in the corner. Spin move, Miles Berry out on top. Carr. 12-9, Rams lead. 1:29 left to go in the first quarter. Fast-paced, hard action. Angelo for 3. Side iron that time. Crusaders with the ball. Isaiah Crane. Crusaders By the way, Crusaders have 9 seniors on their roster. Rams have 2.
Wow, that's really a discrepancy in experience. Jesuit looks very poised in their half-court attack. Central Catholic looks like the more athletic team. And they're certainly the taller team.
Checking into the game for the Rams, it is number 11. That's Bam Paschal. Shot from the corner. Rebound, tipped inside. Rams ball. Barry fought for it. Goes off of a Crusader. Exactly 1 minute left in the very fast first quarter.
Bam Paschal in his second game as a high school player. 9th grader.
Pull-up jumper, yes. Marley Zeller with a bucket. 14-9 Rams.
I'm old school, Dave. I still love the mid-range jumper, and that's exactly what that was.
You know, nowadays, you just don't have that many players hit that mid-range jumper anymore, and I love that shot.
Well, the focus these days is on dribble penetration and deep three-point shooting.
The foul is on Bam Paschal, his first. At the line, shooting 2, Isaiah Crane. Crane, a senior.
I love the fact Coach Malloy is talking to Bam already about trying not to give up a foul on dribble penetration.
Crane hits his first one. That's his first point. 14-10. 37 seconds left.
Defensively, you want to bend but not break. You build a wall and you try not to give up free throws.
Crane for his second. On the way, got them both.
There comes our student sections coming to life.
14-12. 14-11, I'm sorry. 14-11. 30 seconds. Pull-up jumper, yes!
Another beautiful play.
Yes! Zeller for 3. 17-11 Rams. 15 seconds.
Going to get a high ball screen for dribble penetration here.
Isaiah Crane in the corner. Back to Crane outside, down the lane. Shut off, dishes it off underneath. Taken away, gets a shot away. No! Whoa. Carr almost threw it from beyond half-court line. That is the end of the first quarter. Our score at the end of 1. Central Catholic 17, Jesuit 11. Rams scoring. Deuce Paschal with 3, Marley Zeller with 5, Ray Thompson with 5, Isaac Carr with 4. And let's see, that's 1, 2, 3 three-pointers for the Rams.
The Rams have looked very good and very poised against the Jesuit pressure. As I mentioned earlier, the Jesuit defensive plan is to trap any ball screen or any crossing player. If the Rams are patient and read those traps correctly, they'll have weak side action and get deep threes or a chance to dribble penetrate. Defensively, Central just has to be very careful to be alert on the weak side and avoid being hugged too close to their own men, away from the ball, and give up a teammate's direct line penetration.
Jesuit actually led this game 6-2. Since that time, the Rams have outscored Jesuit 15-5.
Rams look like the stronger team. They're a little bit more well-balanced. They have a nice combination of size and athleticism and perimeter shooting. Jesuit is as small a team as I've seen a Jesuit Crusader team have in a long time.
The tallest player for the Crusaders is Nico Rafalovich at 6'5". Tallest player for the Rams is Thompson at 6'7". Carr at 6'3". Air ball underneath. Goes out of bounds off the Rams. Bam Paschal had his hand on it. Crusaders will inbound the ball. Rams lead by 6, 17-11.
Both teams still in pressing man-to-man, and neither team has been able to get into any full-court press. But both teams have done a relatively good job of taking care of the ball. Not a lot of turnovers in the game.
Pull-up jumper, rolls around. No, doesn't go. Rebound, Bam Paschal.
That was impressive.
Both these teams 1-0. Rams from Mount Hood Conference. Crusaders from Metro.
You get the feeling that if Bam Paschal has a little bit of room, he can get to the bucket when he wants to.
He got the rebound. Paschal, while you were talking, on the shot by Barry, back outside the shot. That doesn't go.
Let's see if Coach Blue doesn't create some opportunities for number 11 to go one-on-one.
Ball loose on the floor, picked up. Angelo.
Excellent patience.
Quincy Scott in the game, number 5.
There's that double team on the high ball screen.
Double teamed on the high ball that time and knocked it away. Turnover Rams. Crusaders with the ball. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line, doesn't go. Rebound.
That kid
Paschal.
is
Boy, can he jump.
spring-loaded. Oh, what a great pass.
Inside
That's
in.
beautiful.
Marley Zeller has 7 in the game. And the lead is 8, 19-11. Zeller showing some offense right off. Paschal doing a great job underneath on leaping up on those rebounds. There's the three-point shot from the outside.
Boy, that will drive coaches crazy to let kids have standing shooters when you've got 4 people in weak side help. You want to get up and take away the easy first look.
That's Rafalovich. He has 7 in the game, and he's one of those players, not a senior. He's a junior.
There he is off the dribble drive. Kind of knew he had it in him.
My goodness. Bam Paschal scoops it in. The freshman, 21-14, 7-point lead for the Rams.
The Rams student section yelling he's a freshman, and a freshman in just a second game. Awfully impressive.
Oh,
Holy
another
moly.
rebound. Boy, can that kid jump. Paschal, 3 rebounds here just in the last 2 minutes.
Drive and kick. Oh, great back
Down the
cut.
lane, dishes
That's
it
a
off.
mature basketball play.
The cutter to Bam Paschal. His second bucket, he has 4, and the lead is 9, 23-14. Boy, he is athletic and can jump out of the gym.
He's very aware on defense as well.
Foul on the Rams. It's on Miles Berry. That's a 14th foul. His first. 14 fouls on the Rams, 1 on the Crusaders.
Yeah, Jesuit's a little more mature with all those seniors defensively about reaching on the dribble drive.
23-14, Rams lead. 5:18 left to go in the first half.
The game has definitely changed since they brought in young Bam.
Deuce Paschal, number 2. Bam Paschal, number 11. Both in the game. Inside, loses the ball. Picked
There's
up by
a live ball
Carr.
turnover.
Carr fouled from behind.
Number 13, Peyton Roth, his second.
Foul, I believe, is on Peyton Roth, his second. He's the football player Michael talked about.
Unbelievable football player. One of the most impressive running backs in the state.
In the corner, Carr.
See, they're really sagging off the weak side.
Step back jumper.
Holy
Yes!
moly, there's an NBA 3.
Carr with 7 in the game. Step back in the corner.
That's wonderful team defense.
Stolen away ahead to Carr. No, too far. No. Carr comes up with it. Oh, what a save. Carr was going out of bounds, threw the ball, hit a Crusader player, but they ruled Carr was out. What a smart play by Isaac Carr.
Great attempt. The pass from Bam, we've tried to avoid. I always used to tell my players to avoid the straight line pass on the fast break. When one player is in line with the defensive player and your teammate is in line with you, we want to create an angle there. That's a really tough play to handle.
Too hard. Here come the Rams. Angelo out in front. Slows up, dishes off the Carr. Fouled.
We want to go as fast as we can, not as fast as we can't. Keep ourselves under speed control and regulate our tempo based on our skill set on an open court play like that.
Foul on the Crusaders on number 10, Deshaun Gaston. His first.
Tony hasn't
13
gotten,
foul.
I'm sorry, Dave, didn't mean to interrupt. Tony hasn't gotten a rest yet and has really done a great job of running his team.
The biggest lead of the game for the Rams at 12, 26-14. Crusaders. Crane out on top. Now sends it out on top.
Keep the weak side.
Go ahead.
Keep those weak side defenders alert.
Cade Collins. Now they go down the lane. A scoop shot fouled.
the Rams are able to shut off that dribble drive penetration, the game will get much easier for them.
Going to send Rafalovich to the line. The foul is on Gray Thompson, his first 15 foul. First shot goes. Rafalovich has 8 in the game. In fact, he's carrying the load for Jesuit.
And he scored inside and out.
Got them both. 26-16, the lead is 10. 3:55 left to go here, first half. Bam Paschal.
Rams still using the high post.
Down the lane, Bam,
What a
dishes
great
off.
pass.
Underneath, dishes off to Deuce. I didn't see, is that a travel call?
Yeah, that was a good call. He kind of shuffled his feet when he pump faked. You'd like to have seen him gone straight up with that one and use his athletic ability. That's a tremendously athletic young man.
From the free throw line, the
That's great
shot,
defense.
no. Rebound, Gray Thompson.
Great boss ahead. I'm really impressed with Bam Paschal. Very, very poised.
Carr, I'm sorry, knocked away. Here come the Crusaders down the lane.
Oh!
Tried to stuff the ball. Carr knocked it away. I'm not sure what the call is.
That was an anticipatory call, as we call that from the coach's bench.
I don't know. Did he call that a goaltending, or is that a foul?
He called a foul. And I got to tell you, that was as clean a block as you'll see in a high school game. That was impressive. Oh, do we have a technical foul for obstruction? Have to get a ruling on that one. Looks like we have the lanes cleared.
It is. Crane's going to go to the line. The foul is on Carr, his first. Isaiah Crane at the line. What a play. Carr got up. Crane gets the first. He's hit all 3 of his free throws.
It looks like they called a technical foul on either the reaction after the foul call or the hand on the backboard.
So Crane hit both of those.
Boy, that's a tough punishment. He makes a great basketball play, and instead of central ball going the other way, we've got 2 free throws and a technical foul.
So the 2 free throws, Crane made those. He's going to shoot the technical. It's 26-18. The Rams lead is 8. Carr sits down, and I think they just wanted him to just calm down just a little bit because he was certainly worked up. Crane at the line. He's 4 of 4 from the line. 4 of 5.
You gave him the broadcaster's jinx, Dave. Well, those are the kind of plays you hope to see in high school games right there.
Here comes the second on the technical. Got that one.
As difficult as it is to referee a high school game, and as difficult it is to find quality referees today, I certainly don't want to come across as critical of the job they're doing.
Remember, it's a technical, so Crusaders also get the ball.
Boy, that was a game-changing play there in the early going. Oh, boy.
Oh, Crane loses the ball off his hands, out of bounds, turnover. Rams will get the ball.
Let's see if Rams can settle themselves down and get a quality look here.
3 points on all of that action for the Crusaders.
I like they're opening the floor up. They don't have a high post now. I think it's going to create some more dribble drive opportunities without weak side help.
Bam with a crossover dribble, then dishes it off. Here's the shot. Oh, doesn't go. Rebound, Gray Thompson. Wait, puts it up,
fouled.
gets his own rebound.
You got fouled
Blocked
twice.
that time. Thompson got a shot up. Then he got the rebound, got another shot. That was blocked. Got to be careful, too, now. The Rams are in the bonus. Crusaders in the bonus. Thompson.
Turn the corner.
Paschal, back to Thompson. In the corner, Angelo.
They got to start seeing that weak side pass that they're going to double team. There it is.
Dishes off on the side, starts inside, puts it up. Oh, doesn't go. Tipped inside.
That
Bam
kid
with a
again.
rebound. Deuce put up the shot. Rebound
Boy.
goes to Bam, put up a shot. went out off of the Rams. Boy, the pace of the action is now, the word may be frenetic.
I think it favors the Rams. They can get the game up tempo. I think they're the more athletic team. I think that's Paschal's 5th rebound already since coming in.
It is. Good defensive effort by Bam Paschal on the side. Knocks it off of a Crusader player. Rams will have the ball. 2:10 left to go in the first, 26-19.
Back to the high post attack.
Zeller has 7 in the game.
Nice.
Angelo. Thompson stolen away.
Yep.
Down the lane, the shot, yes, up and
Live
in.
ball turnover. Those will kill you and keep your opponent in the game.
On that bucket that time, that was 15, Cade Collins.
The high ball screen is really giving the Rams trouble. They're not getting a lot out of it offensively, and it's giving Jesuit a chance to put pressure on the ball handler.
Angelo. The shot, Thompson. Rebound, Bam. Paschal back out to Deuce. 1:15 left to go here in the first half. Down the lane, puts it up, yes! Marley Zeller has 9 in the game. The lead back to 7. It was 12, it's now 7, 28-21.
I really like both teams, Dave. These are two very competitive teams that I think both will have a say-so in the state playoff race as the year progresses.
Wow, it looks to me like these teams are not 22 and 23 in the state.
If there's 21 teams better than these two teams, I'd have to see all of them.
Right, I have to see them all.
How about that Bam Paschal? What the heck?
You know, I like his defense. I like how he hustles. He's really a great rebounder.
And he's incredibly poised for a kid that's playing his second high school game in front of a crowd like this.
9 in the game for Zeller, 7 in the game for Carr, 5 for Thompson, 4 for Bam Paschal, 3 for Deuce Paschal.
And here comes Central's first attempt at some full court pressure.
Right, they generally do that. We haven't seen that, have we? Works his way inside, partially blocked. Down the lane, puts up the shot. That doesn't go. Ball loose on the floor. And we got a jump ball in possession. Possession is going to go to the Rams. I know you thought that was a travel. The referee jumped in right away and said, jump ball, possession to the Rams.
Generally, if you try and improve your position when you're on your floor, you get an automatic travel call there. And if you roll over, that's automatically the call. But they must have caught the jump ball before he rolled over onto his stomach.
We got timeout on the court. 46 seconds left in the first half. Rams lead 28-21. Fast-paced game, lots of action.
If you come to a Jesuit Central game, this is what you hope to get. The kids are hustling, the coaches are doing a fine job, great adjustments, lots of players playing.
The gym is full, the band is here, all the cheerleaders got the Santa caps on.
We've got the best seats in the house, Dave, I have to say. They don't get any better than these two.
We're right on the center court, or the half court line.
Jesuit running America's play. We call that the corner exchange. Oh.
Down the lane, the floater, yes. Went in and he's fouled.
If you reach, I teach. That's what happens when you reach on a dribbling ball handler. You want to contain without reaching.
Cade Collins going to go to the line. He has 7 in the game. Chance for a three-point play. The lead is now 5, 28-23. Quincy Scott checks in for Gray Thompson. Collins at the line. Chance for a three-point play. On the way, yes. Collins with 8 in the game. The lead is 4, 28-24. Clock running, 33 seconds.
Jesuit coming hard to double team the ball. I think they found a weak spot in Central's attack, trying to put pressure on the smaller guards.
Barry, whistle.
Jesuit with fouls to give.
That's only the fourth team foul. The foul is on Collins, his first. Owen Davies checks in for Jesuit, and checking back in for the Rams, Isaac Carr.
I was going to mention, I thought he might bring Carr back for this last possession. Let's see if it doesn't pay off for him. If the Rams are going to hold for one, I would think. Here comes.
Looking to get the ball, Carr can't. And you can see Carr clapped his hands. He wants the ball down the lane and fouled. Again, they have fouls to give. The foul is on number 11, Tyler Kirby.
Kate Collins doing a great job for Jesuit trying to lock down Carr. There he is.
2 seconds, the pull-up shot.
Beautiful.
Yes! Oh my goodness, Marley Zeller is on fire. Now they haven't.
He's got a beautiful pull-up game. That's a lost art.
There we go. 30-24 is our score at the half. Each team with 13 points there in the second quarter. Rams 30, Jesuit 24. Let me recap the individual scoring for you. We'll start with the Jesuit Crusaders. Isaiah Crane has 5 in the game, all from the line. He's 5 of 6. 2 for Peyton Roth. 8 for Cade Collins, including a 3-pointer. 9 for Rafalovich. So 9 for Rafalovich, 8 for Collins, 5 for Crane, 2 for Roth. For the Rams, Deuce Paschal with a 3-pointer. Marley Zeller, 11 in the game, including a 3-pointer. 4 for Bam Paschal, 5 for Gray Thompson, and 7 for Isaiah Carr. So 11 for Zeller, 7 for Carr, 5 for Thompson, 4 for Bam Paschal, and 3 for Deuce Paschal.
Really balanced for Central Catholic, and Marley has been just fantastic for Central Catholic because he's scoring in a variety of ways. We call it at multi-levels. Shooting from deep, getting to the basket, and playing the mid-range game.
Rams doing very good inside. You'd think, with the players that I would have thought were going to be great inside. Gray Thompson and Isaiah Carr, they have 7 and 5 points respectively, and they played well inside. But it's been Bam Paschal who's been down there on the blocks and gotten all those rebounds and shut off the defense that really gave a lift to the Rams.
It's rare that you see a young kid find ways to influence a game without scoring. And he's gotten a couple of buckets, but the real impact in the game has been his ability to defend and push the ball up the floor and make the right cut and the right read at the right time, which is really rare for a young kid. And his rebounding, he's the smallest player on the floor. But he's spring-loaded. His legs are crazy. He jumps out of the gym.
For as fast-paced as the first half was, we didn't have a whole lot of fouls. I know the Rams got into the bonus situation. We had some turnovers here and there, but I wouldn't say they dominated the first half at all. I thought both teams played well.
Right. And you expect fouls in the early season games when your defense is still getting used to each other. And honestly, the coach is still not sure what they're working with, especially on Central side when they're playing all the younger kids. They're not exactly sure what to expect when a player is in a game situation in this high-pressure environment. This is like a playoff game. The atmosphere in here is like a playoff game. It's only the second game of the year.
Well, the Rams have 12 players suited up. 9 of them have played, and 5 of them have scored.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Blue would like to get as many kids as he can playing time early. You get a much better practice environment when players actually play in the game. It's tough when you're practicing and you only get six or seven kids any significant minutes. It's tough to keep them focused and attentive in practice. It doesn't take much to keep a kid locked in, and a little bit of playing time goes a long way.
Talk a little bit about the offensive strategy of the Rams in the first half.
I think what Central opened with was the single high post offense with 4 out, and they're trying to use that high pick and roll ball screen, which has become really popular in the pro game. But at this level, if a team like Jesuit that's been very well coached chooses to trap that high pick, they're going to have to figure out a way to come out of that pick a little bit quicker, reverse the ball, and pop that screener away from the play a little bit, create some space, and get the ball reversed. Trying to come off that with too many dribbles is going to create turnover opportunities for the Crusaders.
And we have seen the Rams have been able to hit that outside shot. I mean, Deuce Paschal has a three-pointer, Gray Thompson has a three-pointer, Isaiah Carr has a three-pointer. So that if they step back out of that and go for those shots, they've been able to hit so far. So we'll see if that's a plan for the Rams in the second half. What about the offensive strategy for the Crusaders?
Well, Crusaders have always been a back cut and dribble drive team, and Coach Potter told me before the game he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to run that set with this particular set of players. He wasn't sure if he had the team speed to do that, but it looks like he does, and they certainly, when they chose to, got to the bucket. I think Central adjusted to the Crusaders' attack by helping a little bit more from the weak side wing as opposed to helping up from the low post. When you help up from the low post, you create fouls, and you also create dump-in opportunities that leaves open post players with a much easier look at the bucket.
It looks to me, watching the two teams, it looks to me that the Rams have more team speed than the Crusaders have.
Yeah, I think particularly in the backcourt. I think the backcourt is faster, but Central also has smaller guards, which is why I'm sure Coach Potter decided to trap hard on any ball screen, to make the smaller guards try and throw over the bigger defenders.
Now, talk about the Rams defensively. They gave up 11 points in the first quarter, 13 in the second. Looked pretty consistent, though, to me.
I think the Rams, if you can get away with giving up 11 points a quarter at the high school level, I think you're playing pretty good defense. What they want to do is again, be able to set all 5 people in their defensive half court and not give up turnovers where they have to play at a disadvantage. The one big play of the game was the play with Isaac Carr on the block shot that resulted in instead of a great block, it ended up being a 2-shot foul and a technical foul.
And possession.
Absolutely. That was allowed Jesuit to stay in this game. It was a 12-point game at that point, and they jumped right back in it. But that was all precipitated by a loose ball turnover.
You know, and that could have been a 6-point turnaround. Fortunately, the Rams held it to three of the free throws. Crane missed one, and they turned the ball over on the inbound pass, but that could have been a huge swing right there in those 6 points.
Absolutely, and I would think both teams have to be pleased. Both coaches are probably very positive about where they are right now. Both teams are still very much in the game, and it's early in the season. This game doesn't count for much in terms of the state ranking that's so early, but I think both teams have to be pleased that they were able to compete and handle the environment. The kids didn't look overly nervous or uptight.
You know, what are you seeing?
I just saw my son walk into the gym who was stranded to the side of the freeway the last time I spoke to him.
You know, you think about it here. This is a big game. I mean, Central Catholic and Jesuit is like
always
the top of the rivalries that you can get in this state. And here it happens early on in the season. And the thing that I note about this is each team has a coach that's been there for a while.
Absolutely.
Gene Potter, 31 years. And so these teams, this does not look like game 2 on a schedule in a high school season. This looks like game 22.
Exactly, and you can't grow up in the Catholic school environment like these kids do and not know that the Jesuit Central game carries significance. So the coaches don't have to worry about trying to get the kids up or trying to fire them up or whether or not their team's going to be motivated to play or whether there's going to be a crowd to help the teams along. This is absolutely a perfect high school basketball environment.
So many times you see early on, coaches are trying to see who they got, and they're trying to see what kind of plays they can run and what kind of defense they can play. And that does not look like the situation here. It looks like both teams know exactly what they want to do.
And I tell you what, I think Central, if Coach Blue didn't know already, I think he found a diamond in Bam Paschal.
Now, I remember watching Bam in freshman games last year, and I remember Deuce did play on the varsity, but Deuce is a sophomore and Bam is a freshman.
Oh, unbelievable. And Deuce has got a full
Isaac Carr's a sophomore.
Yeah, Central looks like they've got a team for the future, and if Bam is going to get the same height that his older brother has, that's going to be a ball player coming down the pike.
All right, both teams headed back out on the court. We're about a minute and a half away from the start of the second half. Again, it was 17-11 Rams at the end of one. It's 30-24 here now at halftime. Both teams played a lot of players in the first half, so they both should be pretty fresh. I think Tony Angelo got a lot of minutes at point guard.
He did. I'm not sure that Tony Angelo came off the floor, and he's kind of the glue kid. He has a great tempo to his game. He's handling the ball out front. He's the one they're trying to trap off of that high pick and roll, and so far he's handled that fairly well.
Isaac Carr was second-team all-conference last year as a freshman. Tony Angelo and Gray Thompson were honorable mention all-league last year.
I tell you, if Gray ends up warming up a little bit, this game is going to change in a hurry. He gets a lot of open looks, and he's a beautiful shooter.
You had said something to me earlier before you started that this was the first time you could remember in a long time. Both these teams started the season. Neither one of them had a first-team all-league player on their roster.
Almost unheard of for either of these programs not to have at least one all-league player returning. And the quality of the players that come in at young ages at Catholic schools now, you normally expect a young player to be elevated to the all-league level by this time, by early in their career, but not the case so far. But you can see down the road, I'm sure by the end of this season, a couple of these kids are going to be all-league on each of these teams.
Or all-state.
We did lose our big all-state player, Riley Williams, to IMG Academy. He transferred to IMG.
He was not only a first-team all-league, he was the player of the year.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, and Coach Blue, we had the defensive player of the year, Jordan King, the coach of the year, David Blue, and the player of the year, Riley Williams, all graduate from Central Catholic last year, all part of Central Catholic. Coach Blue, thankfully, is back.
Player I really liked was Jordan King. Could score when he needed to, but hustled, played defense. All right, we're ready to start the second half. Rams will inbound the ball. Deuce Paschal, Angelo, Barry, Carr, and Thompson.
Yeah, they made Jesuit comes out in the trapping 2-3 zone right out of the gate and gets that turnover.
I'm sorry, when I said Barry, it's actually Marley Zeller. Zeller's 3, Barry is 4.
Central still in the man-to-man.
They pressed for just a little bit in the first half, not much. Down the lane, scoop shot, doesn't go, rebound. Deuce Paschal with the rebound. Carr.
And Jesuit back to man-to-man after the opening possession. Central back to their high post offense.
Down the lane.
There's the
up
weak
on the
side pass.
Deuce with the shot. That's going to be short. It was. Ball loose on the ground. Jump ball. Possession is going to go to Jesuit.
Almost no low post action for either team tonight, Dave. They both play perimeter. They don't throw a lot of interior passes.
Is that a result of the defense?
I think it's that, and I don't think either coach sees themselves as having a true low post presence.
Foul on the Rams. That's going to be on Deuce Paschal. It's going to send Cade Collins to the line, shooting 2.
Well, it didn't take him long to get Bam off the bench.
Collins hits the first. He has 9 in the game. And Bam is going to replace Deuce. Second shot on the way, got that. 10 in the game for Collins, first player. No, I'm sorry, Zeller has 11. 30-26. Rams haven't scored yet here. Carr, step back jumper. Oh, back iron, rebound. Oh,
God, guess who?
Pulled that out of nowhere.
Holy moly.
Bam Paschal pulled that ball. There were 3 players in there, and he got his arms up in there and got the ball.
I'm looking around the crowd, and people are shaking their heads. Sometimes kids just have an instinct for the game, and that young man has an instinct for the game.
Paschal at the line. He has 4 in the game. First shot, yes. Bam with 5, 31-26. Nice free throw shot, too. On the way, got it. Oh, in and out. I hope I didn't jinx him. 31-26. Crusaders with the ball. Rafalovich. Down the lane, guarded by Marley, puts up a shot, rebound inside. Here come the Rams. Oh,
Excellent call.
Yep. Zeller was out. He was away, getting away on a fast break and just pulled from behind.
The referee hesitated not at all and made the instant breakaway foul call.
That is. He didn't try to guard Marley. He grabbed a hold of him and pulled him. Marley at the line. Zeller with 11, 12.
I'm glad they have that rule in place. It's a dangerous play to make when you grab people from behind, and it's a much more exciting game when kids are allowed to take the breakaways that they create.
Zeller got both of them, 33-26, and the Rams will inbound the ball.
I'm anxious to see if Central's made the adjustment on that high pick and roll play to come out of that double team and look for the weak side skip.
Marley Zeller is out high. Give it off to Carr. Carr in a corner with the ball, dribbles, leaves it. Here's Zeller. Oh, goes out of bounds. And it'll be Rams ball.
Central might have got a break on that call.
I think they did. Bam Paschal will inbound the ball. Looks, needs some help, gets it to Carr. Carr the jumper, iron, rebound Crusaders.
Great 1-2 catch and release on that shot. You don't see that move a lot in high school either.
Oh, in a corner, Rafalovich for three, he got it. Rafalovich with 12 in the game, 33-29.
Central doesn't have the same defensive intensity they had to start the game. A little bit flat defensively.
Paschal gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Bam with another bucket. He's got 7 in the game. The lead goes back to 6, 35-29. Might have been a little off. Paschal steals it. Here comes Bam. Lays it up and in. Nice job.
What? Steele slows down to avoid the reach around from behind, and then he goes to the left.
The lead is 8. 37-29. Bam now with 9 in the game.
And that young man hasn't changed his expression since the game started. I'd be interested to see how his endurance is as a young player.
You know when they say a player has a high motor? That's him. Shot up, doesn't go, foul. Crusaders will go to the line. Crane's going to go to the line where he's 5 out of 6.
Coach Blue must have been afraid to tell me about Bam for fear I might give up a secret before the game started. Or maybe he's just figuring out how good he is like the rest of us are.
On the way, make that 5 out of 6, or 6 out of 7. You know, it surprised me when I found out they had beat South Medford in Medford. I didn't ask Coach Blue about the game. I would like to know how Bam Paschal did in that
Now
game.
I want to know too.
Was that part of the reason? 37-30.
Well, he definitely got him into the second half in the first minute.
And there's another one. 7 out of 8 from the line for Crane. The lead of 6, 37-31. Got a great crossover dribble too, does Bam. And fouled.
I think Central might be better served to bring their high post down to the low post and open up that middle for their smaller penetrating guards. Tony D'Angelo finally got a rest.
You mean move Zeller down low?
And get him out of the middle of the key there so they can't do the double team that's about to happen.
Zeller with the ball. Dishes down the lane.
Oh,
dishes
my Lord.
off.
Oh, my Lord.
Paschal came in, put it up, bounced out, got his own rebound. Foul is going to send Deuce Paschal to the line.
Fantastic cut, fantastic attempted finish. That young man can dunk the ball, I'm sure.
Deuce drops in. Deuce has 4 in the game. Miles Berry checks in, replacing Gray Thompson. 38-31. Second shot on the way, yes. Deuce has 5 in the game. The lead is back to 8, 39-31. 4:30 left to go in the third. Carr, great defense
That's
over
great
the corner.
defense.
Rams come up with the ball and fouled from behind. Miles Berry fouled.
You notice Jesuit doesn't run a lot of on-ball screens just so the Rams can't double team off those picks.
We have the opposite here in the second half. 5 team fouls on Jesuit, 2 on the Rams.
I think a lot of that has to do with Bam Paschal being in the middle of the paint the whole half.
Bam with the ball right now, over to Isaac Carr. Marley Zeller. Paschal, pull-up jumper. Oh, I thought it was going to go. Rebound, though. Berry taken away. (39-31), 3:50 left to go here in the third. Got to cover Rafalovich over in that corner. He's not afraid to shoot from there. Knocked away. Here we go. Deuce down the lane. Fouled. It's going to go to the line for 2. Boy, Deuce and Bam worked well on that one.
We're going to be seeing a lot of those two in the years to come at Central Catholic. And I noticed Bam is only 5'11" now. His brother's 6'3", so Bam has still got plenty of growing left to do.
This is Deuce at the line. 5 in the game, 6. 40-31. Let's see, Quincy Scott checks back in for the Rams.
And still, here we are midway through the third quarter, and I don't think we've seen a low post entry since the game started.
Certainly, I haven't seen it from the Rams. There is the second, yes. 7 in the game for Deuce. 9 in the game for Bam. The lead is 10, 41-31. And you can see, when you look at Jesuit there, they're not running any low post plays either.
No. It's tough to survive when you get behind. It's great to play from in front when you're a perimeter-based team. It's much tougher when you're a perimeter-based team and you can't get an easy bucket around the rim.
There's a shot from way outside, doesn't go. Fight for the rebound inside, comes away with it as Jesuit. Inside, lays it in. Cade Collins. Collins now with 12 in the game. 41-33.
I think that was Peyton Roth that time, Dave.
You sure? I thought it was 15. Yep. Blocked. Crusaders blocked that. Okay. And Isaiah Crane with a bucket, and he's going to go to the line, a chance for a three-point play.
I only mentioned it was Peyton Roth because I couldn't believe the explosion he got when he put his foot in the ground and actually got some lift around the bucket.
Roth is 13, Collins is 15. That's the first point of the game other than at the free throw line, and Crane gets that one. Crane now with 10 in the game, including 8 from the line. 41-36, the lead was 10, now it's 5. Carr. Down the lane, spin move, puts it up and in. Miles Berry with his first bucket of the game.
There's great D. Oh.
Blocking foul. Believe it's going to be on Deuce Paschal.
I used to get so frustrated when referees would allow an out-of-control player to get that foul call.
4 on Deuce. And Angelo is going to replace him. 43-36, Rams by 7. 2:33 left to go in the third.
Really important. Central cuts off dribble penetration. Jesuits had a little bit easier time getting to the bucket the last couple of minutes.
16 fouls on the Crusaders, 5 on the Rams. Underneath, ball loose on the ground. Picked up by the Crusaders, back out on top, the shot. Oh.
Excellent closeout.
Bam Paschal with the rebound, Tony Angelo.
See if we can get some weak side action now.
Dish is off in the corner. Carr for 3, yes!
He watched the Blazer game last night. That was Lillard-esque.
10 in the game for Isaac Carr. Big time three-pointer that time. The lead goes back to 10. Ball inside, rebound. Quincy Scott leaves it for Bam Paschal. Oh, they missed Scott going down through the lane. Carr dishes off. Angelo dribbles behind his back. Comes way out on top. They'll move Scott out to the high post.
Well, Central's gotten away from the high pick and roll. I'm happy about that as an unbiased observer. I think they're way more effective when they don't try and run that high pick.
Foul is on Jesuit. It's on number 21, Henry Smith, his first. 17th foul. We're now in the bonus. That's going to send Tony Angelo to the line. Tony's not scored in the game yet. And checking back in, Marley Zeller.
It's important on every team to have a guy like Tony that distributes and is a pass-first player, that's capable scorer, but is much more in tune to the needs of his teammates.
Angelo with his first point of the game.
And if he can make free throws, all the better.
Spoken like the father of a point guard. Second shot on the way. Tony got them both. 2 in the game for Tony. The lead is 12. That's been the biggest lead of the game, 48-36. Crane. 1:13 left to go here in the third.
Can't help but be impressed by Jesuit's motion. They really keep moving.
In the corner now, works inside and throws it away. Looks for a cut inside. He moved back, threw it away. They're trying to get it to Rafalovich. Rams ball, chance to increase the lead. It's at 12. Gray Thompson checks in for Quincy Scott.
Big possession right here.
Owen Davies, Tyler Kirby is rejection.
That last foul, that was on 21 Henry Smith. Tony Angelo.
Yeah, they've really opened the floor up. Central has really extended their offense.
Zeller down the lane, puts it up. No, they waved it off.
They're on free throws, though.
And Zeller's going to go to the line shooting 2, or is this the 1-and-1? 1-and-1. He has 13 in the game.
I would have thought Jesuit would have gone to the back to the 2-3 trap and put a little bit more pressure on the backcourt. They got a turnover right in the beginning of the second half, and they haven't gone back to it since. And now being in the bonus, you'd think that they would want to protect their free throw, giving up free throws at
What
this
a help
point.
Zeller has been. Second on the way, got them both. He's got 15 in the game. The lead is 14, 50-36, 45 seconds left in the third. Central Catholic crowd, the student section, they are animated. Not so much on the other side, huh?
No,
Down the lane, underneath, puts up a shot, doesn't go, whistle and a foul. Foul is on the Rams, going to send the Crusaders to the line to shoot 2. This is Peyton Roth at the line. Third foul on Gray Thompson. Bounces around, doesn't go.
Coach Blue making sure to keep players off the floor that are in foul trouble. He wants to have them for the finish.
That would be Deuce Paschal, who has 4. Gray Thompson has 3. Roth's second shot got that one. Roth now with 5 in the game, and the lead is 13, 50-37, 18 seconds. Rams going to play for 1.
Well, if it's me, I'm giving the ball to Van Paschal and getting out of the way.
He's got the ball in his hands right now. Dribbles through his legs, turns, works his way inside, still with the ball, puts it up, rolls around, doesn't go. Rebound. Barry bounces around. Oh, that ball must have bounced on the rim 8 times between Paschal and Barry. That's the end of the third. Our score here at the end of 3, it is Rams 50, Crusaders 37. Rams outscore the Crusaders 20-13 there in the third.
Don't you get the feeling, though, Dave, that it's somehow going to tighten back up? You just get that feeling in the Jesuit Central game that as we get deeper into the game, Jesuit's going to find a way to get themselves back in it.
Here's the third quarter scoring for the Rams. Third quarter scoring. 4 for Deuce Paschal, 4 for Marley Zeller, 5 for Bam Paschal, 3 for Isaiah Carr. Balanced scoring up and down the lineup there for the Rams.
I think the way they execute their offense creates that sort of balance, share the ball, next man up, next pass up environment. But as big a gap as the score may be, it certainly doesn't seem like Jesuit's out of the game by any stretch.
No, it does not. 50-37, Rams lead is 13. Rams are in the bonus situation.
And the crowd is finally into the game now. I think they watched for a while, and now they're ready to influence the outcome.
Well, the students haven't sat down. Right, Rams with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Tony Angelo.
Bam Paschal out of the game to start the fourth.
So is Deuce. They're both out of the game. Deuce with 4 fouls. Lob. Carr. Ball loose on the ground. Picked up. Crusaders have it and lose it out of bounds. Never had quite control of the ball.
I always told my players, if you've got to work more than 3 dribbles hard to get a shot, you probably want to swing it and wait for your next opportunity.
That was Owen Davies for Jesuit who lost the ball. Carr. Tony Angelo played a great game here so far. Been on the court a lot.
He's a tremendous floor general. Making the right passes, making the right reads, and controlling the pace of the game for the Rams.
Carr, Isaac Carr. Inside, they missed him. Went down the lane and laid it in. 12 in the game for Carr. Nobody switched, and Carr went right down the baseline and laid it in. Outside the shot, yes, for 3. That's Rafalovich.
That's an impressive young man right there. Played great defense.
He has 15 in the game.
He's got the unenviable task of guarding Carr on one end and scoring the majority of Jesuit's points on the other.
52-40, Rams lead by 12.
Rams shouldn't be in any hurry here.
Zeller puts up a shot. Oh, an impossible angle, and Zeller hits it. Zeller has 17 and going to go to the line. A chance for a 3-point play.
I can see Coach Potter yelling at his defender to force him left, force him left. If you let that young man get going to his right hand, he's tough to stop.
Well, I'm looking forward to watching him play this year. I'm looking forward to all of the Rams. Zeller at the line. Yes, he got it. He's got 16 in the game.
It's a very cohesive unit for the Rams. It's been really impressive.
Zeller has 18. The lead is 15. Woo! What a block from behind by Zeller. Are they going to call a foul on him? I thought it was a clean block. Foul is on. Well, let's see. They're showing that it's on Barry at the line. First shot is good. That is 15. That is Collins.
There may have been a foul underneath on that play, but that foul certainly wasn't on Zeller.
Yeah, they're showing it on Barry, so it wasn't that play by Zeller. Misses the second, gets the rebound though. Outside for 3, that's going to be too hard. Crusaders get the rebound again, inside, put up a shot, no. Still a fight for the rebound, Crusaders still have it. And a block by Zeller. Marley Zeller with another block.
Well, he's definitely imprinting this game. That young man has got some tools, and he's using all his skills.
He's got 18.
And's played tremendous defense.
There's a shot for 3, rolls around, doesn't go. Rebound, the putback, drops in. That's Rafalovich again.
That was Central's 5th offensive rebound they gave up on that possession.
17 in the game for Rafalovich. By the way, he's the tallest player on the Jesuit team at 6'5". 55-43, the lead is 12. Tony Angelo.
Yeah, oh, there he goes. He finally got on the right hand.
Zeller needs help.
It's a good timeout.
Rams want to take a timeout. Zeller was trapped out high. Take a timeout. 5:15 left to go in this one. Rams lead by 12. 55-43.
I'd be surprised if we don't see Bam Paschal back in the game very soon. The Rams a little stagnant the last couple offensive possessions. Jesuit doing a yeoman's work on the offensive glass, and as we say, here comes both Paschal brothers at the same time. Really?
Nothing like a game like this. Nothing where you have all of the place is packed. The band is here to play live music. The cheerleaders, all of them are here.
And you and I get in free for this, Dave. It can't get any better than this. I have to say it's been a while since I've seen a Ram men's basketball game in person. Obviously my daughters played here, but both of my boys stopped playing midway through their high school careers and focused on football. So for me, this is really exciting, and it's great to see such a great product on the floor that Coach Blues put out here.
The other thing I'll say about the Rams, I've been talking about this looks like a game much further along in the season. The thing that usually comes as you play along in the season is discipline. And boy, the Rams have it tonight.
Yeah, they do, and they're very defensive disciplined as well.
Bam with the ball taken away, knocked out of his hands. He had his back to the defensive player. 55-43. Rams by 12.
Makes
Stolen
right back up.
Here comes Bam. Holds up, lays it up and in. Nice move. Bam has 11 in the game. The lead now is 14, 57-43. Stolen away. Tony Angelo heads in. Puts a layup. Scoops it. Layup.
What?
Angelo with 4 in the game. The lead is 16. That's the biggest. 59-43. Up, doesn't go. Rebound inside. Rafalovich gets his own rebound, puts it up again. Fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Rafalovich is doing everything he can to keep his club in the ball game.
Well, I mentioned he has 17. He's headed to the line to shoot 2.
How about that layup from Tony Angelo?
Oh, my goodness.
I thought he trapped himself underneath the rim, but he snuck back out with the left hand and spun that thing in there.
Went down the right side with his right hand, ducked under the basket, switched to his left, scooped it up and in. What a bucket for Tony Angelo. He deserved it, by the way. Rafalovich second, he got it. Rafalovich with 19 in the game.
Okay, now we're in winning time. Last 4 minutes of a rivalry game. Anything can happen here, and Jesuit's now in a half-court trap.
They're going to press. Carr works his way inside, puts up a shot. No, put back. Gray Thompson. Thompson with a bucket. He has 7.
They discipline on defense, Rams.
61-45. Down the lane, the shot doesn't go. Nice defensive work that time by Deuce Paschal, but the putback, that goes. Ahead, Carr.
Don't be in a hurry. Still got a nice lead.
The lead is 14, 61-47. Bam.
And they've taken the high post out, so now Jesuit's going to have to defend the whole floor.
Right. Thompson now down underneath the basket.
Oh, excellent decision. Excellent choice.
Angelo, he'll run the offense from out on the top. Gets everybody set. Deuce cuts through the lane. Now back out on top. Isaac Carr battered away. Crane.
Live ball turnovers. If you're going to turn it over, you want to foul immediately.
Down the inside, just off in the
Great
corner.
pass.
The shot up and in. Deuce playing with 4 fouls. 9 in the game for Deuce. The lead is 14, 63-49. 250. Rafalovich misses finally.
Get it up the court quickly. Get into your offense.
Carr. Bam Paschal. Back to Carr. Down the lane. Scoops up. Oh. Just went off, but he's fouled. They had spread the court everywhere that time. Carr took a look at the lane and said, you know what? I can go down there.
And I tell you what, I thought they might do that a little bit earlier. Coach Blue is a very astute guy. I think he wanted to save that particular adjustment till later in the game. Now that he's got the floor wide open, Jesuit's going to have a tough time stopping that dribble penetration. Central Catholic much more explosive.
Carr with 13. The lead is 15, 64-49, 2:37 left to go. Marley Zeller checks back in. He has 18 in the game.
Yeah, defend without fouling now. It's the name of the game. Keep people in front.
What, stepped out of bounds? Is that what happened there?
Called over and back. I'm not sure I saw that.
I didn't see that.
It's a tough angle for him to make that call, but didn't get a lot of argument from the players or the coaching staff from Jesuit.
Right. No argument. Rams with the ball, 2:25. Pass stolen. Here comes Crusaders. They're going to push the ball. You got to push it quick. Rafalovich, short. 3-on-1. Rams. Carr puts it up. Oh, too hard. Rebound taken away by Deuce Paschal, taken back away, and a foul. Foul is going to be on the Crusaders. I think that's going to send Deuce Paschal to the line.
I think you just called ball out of bounds.
Oh.
Should have been a foul. Dave, I think you called it better than he did.
All right, timeout. 2:08 left to go. Rams lead by 16, 65-49.
Really, really exciting ball game. I'm very happy the Rams have figured out offensively to be a little bit more patient and figured out sort of strengths and weaknesses of their attack. Really impressed with Tony Angelo. He's done a great job running the club. One of those kids that's not going to get a lot of opportunities to score the ball, but it's going to create a lot of opportunities for his teammates. And I'm telling you, the Jesuit kids won't give up. They're still scrapping and fighting, and the only way they get back into it is to create some turnovers here. So Jesuit should be coming out trapping and trying to double team the ball where they can.
Angelo on the inbound pass. Needs some help. Got to get over the timeline. Does.
Nice find.
Underneath. Up. The shot by Zeller. Zeller's going to go to the line. 1:58 left to go.
Great back cut by Marley Zeller there.
Zeller gets it.
He really has a beautiful stroke.
19 in the game for Zeller.
Wow.
Marley on the way. 20. 20 tonight for Marley Zeller. He's got 7 free throws that he's hit in the second half. Bam Paschal underneath. Zeller reverse layup. Oh, too hard. Rebound bounces around inside, goes to the Rams. Bam Paschal down there fighting 3 Crusaders.
I'm telling you what, that kid is special. On a team of talented players, he's definitely caught my attention.
They've all got my attention. And there's a foul in backcourt. Foul on Tony Angelo. 1:31 left to go here in the game. 67-49.
I think this one might be firmly in the bag for Central at this point.
Oh.
The refrigerator door is closing quickly.
At the line, that goes. That is Cade Collins. 12 in the game for Collins. See who's going to check. A couple of Rams players are going to check in. Quincy Scott is going to check in, and I believe is Hayden Eberwine.
Hayden seems to be a crowd favorite.
All right, second one, that was good. 67-51.
Well, now don't make a liar of me, Rams.
Oh, nice move that time down the lane on that bucket. That was Rafalovich, by the way.
Here comes the Jesuit pressure.
Got to be careful here. And I think the Rams want to take a timeout.
Coach.
The lead is only 14 with 1:15 to go. And I think he wants to just calm everybody down a little bit. Made a couple of substitutions. Guys, let's just play the game.
That's always tough. You make the substitutions and as a coach, you're cringing. You don't want to make those substitutions too early. I always feel bad for the kids that get substituted out and get substituted in, then get yelled at before they've had 10 seconds on the court. Tough for Coach Blue. But I'm glad to see kids. This is a big opportunity, and these kids will remember this game their whole career. I can remember every single play I've ever played against Jesuit in my whole career at Central Catholic, in all sports. I didn't play a ton in all of them, so it's probably easier for me to remember the Jesuit basketball games.
I played football 4 years. In those 4 years, I scored 2 touchdowns. I scored them in the same quarter, and those are the only 2 plays I can remember from my high school career.
I played 4 years of high school football here at Central Catholic, scored a grand total of 0 touchdowns. And I was an all-state player, but I was not an offensive player.
Oh, there you go. In the corner, Deuce Paschal sends it back out on top to Bam.
Yeah, they're really chasing the ball hard. Now, I thought they might do this earlier.
Right. And they'll send it back, dish it underneath.
That's a good choice. You know that kid wanted to shoot the ball.
He did, but he was wise. They're double teaming the ball, get it back out on top to Bam. Bam to Deuce.
Yeah, you tell
48 seconds.
Tell your players take a 5 count here rather than throw a bad pass.
Stanley Riley in the game too. Oh, just missed that shot from the corner. There's the ball going to be knocked away. Deuce with the ball, and he's fouled from behind. They were trying to get the ball to 14 to get him a shot in the corner, and they did. Hayden Erdoine just missed it. Quincy Scott's going to check in. At the line, Deuce Paschal. He's got 9 in the game. See if we can get Deuce to double figures. Back iron. Also checking into the game, that's number 12. That's Andrew Collner. All right, on the way, yes, Deuce in double figures. Lead is 15, 25 seconds. Underneath, fight for the rebound. That ball goes out, it will be Jesuit ball, 20 seconds.
Andrew Colner got into the game. See if he can get himself into the scorebook.
Oh, nice. Batted the ball away from the Crusader that time, but the ball on the floor. What's the call here?
Jump ball. Possession Crusaders.
Is that it?
It looks like it.
Okay. 17 seconds. In the corner, a shot away, no. Rebound, Quincy Scott. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Stanley Riley. Deuce.
Oh, don't shoot it.
There it is, that's the horn, that's the end. Our final score, Central Catholic 68, Jesuit 53.
Great ball game. What a great environment, Dave.
Last quarter, Crusaders 18-16. Let me give you the score by quarters. At the end of one, it was 17-11 Rams. At the halftime, it was 30-24 Rams, each team with 13 in the second quarter. A big third quarter for the Rams. They outscored the Crusaders 20-13 to take a 13-point lead at 50-37. And then Rams outscore the Crusaders 18-16 in the fourth. That gives us the win at 60-53. Michael?
I can tell you, I'm really anxious to see the other 21 teams in the state that are better than these two ball clubs. Jesuit, you could tell, is just a little bit further behind than Central in terms of their execution at this point. But Central's young athleticism is off the charts. Those young players are only going to get better as they get some more experience. And those freshmen like Van Peschel that are playing now will soon be playing like juniors and seniors by the time they get to about midway through the Mount Hood Conference. If there are 5 teams better in the Mount Hood Conference than Central Catholic, I'd have to see them to believe it.
All right, let me give you the individual scoring in this game. We'll start with the Jesuit Crusaders. Isaiah Crane with 12, 8 of those from the free throw line. Peyton Roth with 5 in the game. 13 for Cade Collins, 8 in the first half, 5 in the second, all 5 in the second from the line. 21 in the game for Niko Rafalovich. He had 9 in the first half, 12 in the second half. Scoring for the Rams, and the Rams actually had 3 players in double figures. We'll start with Deuce Paschal. He had 10 in the game, 7 in the second half, including 5 at the line. 20 in the game for Marley Zeller, 11 in the first half, 9 in the second, including 7 at the line for Marley in the second half. 2 in the game for Miles Berry, 4 in the game for Tony Angelo, all in the second half. 11 in the game for Bam Paschal, 4 in the first half, 7 in the second. 7 in the game for Gray Thompson, and 13 in the game for Isaac Carr, 7 in the first half, 13 in the second. So Rams, 20 for Marley, 13 for Carr, 11 for Paschal, that's Bam, 10 for Deuce, that's 4 players in double figures, 7 for Thompson, 4 for Angelo, and 2 for Miles Berry.
Coach Blue has to be thrilled with his Rams. He's got production from every position. They competed defensively. They held a very good Jesuit team to 50 points in the 50s. I think that most high school coaches would be thrilled to keep a team under 60 points. And all in all, they executed very well in a high-pressure environment early in the season. You can't ask for much more from a team with this young group of players.
I think when Coach Blue takes a look at the stat sheet after the game and he sees, well, I had 4 players in double figures.
Absolutely.
And I can guarantee you Bam Paschal must have had double figures in rebounds.
The kid is phenomenal. I hadn't heard about him, and getting the eyes on for the very first time, he's going to be filling this arena before he's done at Central Catholic.
And you look at the scoring, there's Tony Angelo with 4 points all in the second half. But boy, he was crucial to this game.
They don't win without Tony Angelo. You've got to have somebody who's a willing ball handler against pressure, and Jesuit brings the pressure. He handled it with aplomb. He was not a turnover. He was very, very good about turning the ball over, very, very good about finding open teammates, and unselfish the way a great point guard needs to be.
All right, this was game 2 of the season for these teams. Game 2 of the season for Oregon Sports Beat. We did Central Catholic Girls last Friday night. You can go to our website, OregonSportsBeat.com. We have our schedules up, and you'll see, and we have a very, very busy 2023 bringing you exciting basketball action. I want to thank Central Catholic High School, their hospitality, their athletic director, Laura Yeager. I want to thank both head coaches tonight. We had a chance to talk with both before the game started, and they were very, very helpful. Head coach Gene Potter in his 31st year at Jesuit, and Coach David Blue, the winning coach tonight, David Blue of the Central Catholic Rams. Our crew tonight, running our camera, that's Alva Myers, working on the board, our director, Steve Roberts, my broadcast partner, Michael Abraham. Michael, give you a final comment.
Well, I tell you what, thank you, Dave, once again. You're a professional and extremely knowledgeable, and it's been wonderful working with you tonight.
Well, it's been great, all the insight that you've given me tonight, too. What a fun night tonight. So, again, go to OregonSportsBeat.com. We'll give you the information. I'm Dave Hall. Our final score here from the gym at Central Catholic High School. It was the Mount Hood Conference versus the Metro Conference. Mount Hood came on top tonight. Central Catholic Rams 68. The Jesuit Crusaders 53. Good night, everybody.